Shri Gurubhyo Namaha children. We welcome you to our online teaching academy Ekalaiva. Children, in our previous class we discussed about the various factors of production and its characteristics. Children, today we are going to discuss about production function. First, what is meant by production function? It refers to the relationship among units of the factors of production. You know what are the different factors of production, which are also known as inputs, and the resultant quantity of a good produced, that is output. Now here we are going to discuss about two important definitions given by George J. Stigler. So according to him, it is the relationship between inputs of productive services per unit of time and outputs of product per unit of time. So for example, if you are running a firm, what are the inputs you are going to utilize in the process of production and the output which we are going to get after the process. So inputs. Production function is relationship between inputs and outputs at a specific time. So it may be expressed as Q equal to F of N L K T, where Q is the quantity of output, N is land, L is labor, K is capital, and T is technology. Now this production may be classified into two, that is short run production function and long run production function. This short run production function we are going to learn through law of variable proportions, and long run production function we are going to learn through law of returns of scale. Now law of variable proportions. According to G. Stigler, as equal increments, increments means process of increasing of one input are added, the inputs of other productive services are kept constant. So in short run, just you imagine only one input you are going to add. Beyond a certain point, the resulting increments of the product will decrease, that is the marginal product will diminish. So this law states that if all other factors are fixed and only one input is varied, the total output will increase at an increasing rate at first point, and it will be constant at a point, and then it will start to decrease. So at this stage, marginal product will become negative at last. It will start to diminish. Next, what is meant by marginal product? Change in output by adding one more unit. Now, assumptions, only one factor is variable, other factors are going to held constant. Next one, all units of the variable factor are homogeneous. It is going to be similar, and the product is measured in physical units. There is no change in the state of technology which we are going to use, and there is no change in the price of the product. So all these assumptions are for short run. Now first, total product. It refers to the total amount of commodity produced by the combination of all inputs in a given period of time, and the summation of marginal products, that is TP equal to summation of MP. Here TP is the total product and MP is the marginal product. Next one, average product. It is the result of the total product divided by total units of the input employed. So it refers to the output per unit of the input. So with the given our input, how much the output we receive. So that is the average product. So mathematically it can be written as AP equal to TP divided by N, where AP is the average product, TP is equal to total product, and N is total units of input. Now what is meant by marginal product? It is the addition. In our previous chapter also we discussed in detail about all these things, what is meant by marginal, what is meant by average, what is meant by total, everything we discussed in detail. So here marginal, it is the addition or the increment made to the total product when one more unit of the variable input is employed. So it is the ratio of change in the total product. This triangle symbol, it denotes change. So change in the total product to the change in the units of the input, and mathematically it is written as MP equal to change in TP by change in N. So where MP is the marginal product, change in TP, that is change in total product, change in N is change in units of input, and it is also expressed as MP equal to TP N minus TP N minus 1. So in this equation where MP is the marginal product, TPN is the total product of employing nth unit. So marginal means additional unit, I told you. So employing nth unit of a factor. Then TPN minus 1 equal to total product of employing the previous unit of a factor, that is n minus 1 unit of a factor. Now the law of variable proportions is explained with the help of the following schedule and diagram. First we will discuss about this schedule. Here it is divided into 3 stages of production, that is stage 1, stage 2 and stage 3. You can see here stage 1, this is stage 2 and here stage 3. So first one, if we go to stage 1, here marginal product of labor increases. So marginal product of labor, here L means labor, it increases up to the third labor and it is higher than the average product. Here this is average product is 4 here, and in this stage it is higher than the average product, so that total product is increasing at an increasing rate. Here you can see total product is increasing. So the tendency of total product to increase at an increasing rate stops at the point A and it begins to increase at a decreasing rate. This point is known as deflection. Sorry, inflection. The point of inflection, it is called as. Now if we move to stage 2, in the second stage, marginal product of labor decreases up to 6th unit of labor. At 4th unit of labor, MPL, that is marginal product of labor, is equal to average product of labor. So after this, marginal product of labor is lower than the average product of labor. Here you can see, and TPL increases at a decreasing rate here. Now if we move to stage 3, third stage of production shows that the 6th unit of labor is marked by negative here. You can see negative. MPL, the APL continues to fall but remains positive. Here it starts to fall but it remains positive. After the 6th unit, total product labor declines with the employment of more units of variable factor labor. So you can, it has come down from 18 to 16 here. So now as a summary, the table illustrates the 3 stages of production. So total product, it increases steadily at first instant, constant at the maximum point, and then it diminishes. It is always positive forever, while total product increases, marginal product increases up to a point and then it decreases. Total product increases up to the point where the marginal product becomes 0. So when total product tends to diminish, marginal product becomes negative here. Okay, in this diagram, number of workers is measured on x-axis, while TPL, that is total product of labor, average product of labor, and MPL, marginal product of labor, are denoted on y-axis. So in this diagram, we are going to discuss about the 3 stages of production. Here you can see 3 curves, that is marginal product labor curve, APL average product labor, and TPL total product labor. So if we take stage 1, here total product curve, it initially increases at an increasing rate and then increases at a decreasing rate. And if we come to stage 2, it continues to increase at a diminishing rate and reaches maximum at certain point. And in stage 3, you can see this curve, it starts to decrease, it diminishes. Next, if we move to average product, at the first instant, it increases, then attains maximum in the stage 1. And in stage 2, it is equal to MP and then begins to diminish. It continues to diminish but always greater than 0. If we move to MPL, that is marginal product, at the beginning it increases, then reaches a maximum in the stage 1 and starts to decrease. And in stage 2, it continues to diminish and becomes equal to 0. And then it becomes negative. Children, today we discussed about law of variable proportions and 3 stages of production. To receive our online lessons, please press the subscribe button and you will receive the latest updates. Thank you, children.